Circling back to the topics of the actions caused by mass systems of life for profit, one can see a disconnection between the cost of the action and the benefit of the action. This differentiation in energy exchange creates an imbalance in equilibrium of the universe. Let's take the interaction between two individuals, keeping both experiences in mind and view how their exchanges intersect at different points of time. A fish is living its life, a regular day at the bottom of the ocean, when it is suddenly caught by a fishing net and is being dragged to the surface. While quickly ascending to the surface, it suffers a brutal decompression process, leaving its right eye and swim bladder burst. Now doomed but not dead, the fish struggles as it gets crushed amongst the many others trapped within the net. A flailing fish tail whips the burst eye socket, causing additional excruciating pain. After being hauled above the deck of the boat, the fish is dropped onto the trawler's deck and left for minutes, where it ultimately suffocates, perishing in pain, aghast, and suffering horribly. A mother goes to the supermarket looking for food to feed her family with. Choosing between pasta and a fish fillet, she decides to buy the fish to fry and make fish sandwiches. She makes dinner and feeds her family. The husband enjoys it. It's a good home-cooked meal. One of the kids likes it, but the other kid doesn't. After dinner, their family has some dessert while sitting in front of the TV. The night progresses, the kids go to bed, and the parents find themselves in bed for the night. Before falling asleep, the husband says that dinner was really great tonight, honey, thank you. The mother feels adorned and goes to sleep happy. The next day comes around, the family eats 3 more meals, having something different for dinner. They continue this for the next week, through the next year, through until the kids go to college. Life goes on. The fish and the consumer, the mother who bought it, are inexplicably connected through the chain of exchanges which cause their paths to cross. However, there is a severe difference in degree of experience between the two individuals involved in these connected events. There is a clear lack of equivocation and a downsizing of the impact to the individual from the initial exchange, the fish being brutally destroyed and killed, and the resulting exchange, the mother providing 1 meal for the family. Need we mention the experience of the inevitable fish caught as bycatch in this net, who were destroyed in vain? This is not to say that the feeding of the family is not a just, good action. I am merely pointing towards the difference in degree of experience that is experienced between the two parties involved. The degree of experience is exponentially different for the two parties involved, and not to mention the results for the mother are not even guaranteed to be positive, while the results for the fish are guaranteed to be hell on earth. If the mother is lucky, the family will eat, enjoy the meal, and forget about hunger for a couple of hours. If the fish is lucky, literal death will bring an end to their awful suffering. We guarantee an entire universe of suffering in the efforts to hopefully have a minor level of fleeting comfort, enjoyable satiation. Said universe of suffering is literally, physically a universe of suffering, an individual experiencing the physical hand of evil, gruesome, cruel, merciless evil. The worst physical sensations so bad that the individual will not survive, being brought unto and experienced by the beings of this planet. In many circumstances, the euphoria and satisfaction sought after could very easily be created through other means, while still fulfilling the exact job perfectly well. Imagine the mother choosing the pasta, which the family would also love. She would still be fulfilling the task of providing an enjoyable dinner. Such euphoria is fleeting as well, generally lasting the length it takes to experience it. That is, when eating a sandwich, it is only experienced while eating and shortly after. Then such sensations disappear completely. But on the front side of the energetic exchange, the suffering is for an eternity. A life is viciously brutalized, painfully stinted and cut short. The most incredulous pain, vividly horrific experience one could experience, so bad that the victim will not survive, is brought into the universe at the hand of a perpetrator who is only causing such suffering for a personal minute gain. There is a clear imbalance in such exchanges. This is sure to upset the equilibrium of the universe, given the heinously selfish nature behind the actions committed, not necessarily pointing towards the intention of the mother, rather referring to the greater systems which brought forth the product the mother purchased. Such a disparity is exaggerated and exacerbated when the products are wasted. When food is thrown out, wasted and untouched or discarded due to cosmetic imperfections, this differentiation in energy is amplified. Such practices ultimately make the death and suffering of the victim to be in vain. We commit a universe of horror for an outcome that we don't even utilize, throwing it in the trash, acting as if it is worthless. It is not worthless. It is the energy of creation which we are destroying in the name of for-profit business systems, leading such creative energy to a dead-end monetary value which only serves the human realm, being unable to reintegrate back into the natural world if unutilized.